allow me to introduce my friend, Fred. Fred is a rhesus monkey from US. In 1980s, it was part of a big study about food and health. Now, Fred is a very old monkey. He's 27 years old. That is a lot for a monkey. Good job, Fred. Please, let me introduce his friend. His name is Barney. So Fred and Barney, they have exactly the same age, and they have lived in the same environment. The main difference between them is that Barney has been fed for most of his life with 70% the amount of calories, the number of calories of Fred. Isn't that impressive? Now, Barney looks younger, stronger, and healthier. This practice is called calorie restriction. Now, unfortunately, these studies didn't end very well because not enough monkeys shows the same benefits as Barney. But don't worry, because calorie restriction has been studied since a long time for several contests and in different animal models. As a neurobiologist, I'm mostly interested in brains, and especially in two neurological disorders that are Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Now, these disorders are awful, and they eat a very big amount of the population in modern areas. What these disorders do is that they cause loss of memory in elderly people. Now, mouse models of both Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, if they've been fed with a calorie restriction diet, they will have a great improvement in memory tasks. For example, they will be able to recognize between a new object and an old one, or they will be able to better remember the position of the objects in a room. Now, that's impressive. But what about humans? So in 2009, there was this big study with 50 patients, 50 people that were healthy and in age between 50 and 80 years old. So what they do is these people went to calorie restriction diet for 3 months, and only after 3 months, their vocal memory was improved 20%, meaning they were able to pick 20% more words from a list they've just heard of. So that's very impressive. But of course, there is a trick. The trick is that not everyone is able to undergo to this type of diet. Imagine of people with diabetes, people with metabolic disorders, people with wedding attendings. I mean, imagine this situation. Christmas dinner, your mother brings on the table this huge turkey filled with everything, and you goes like, sorry, ma, I'm in calorie restriction. No. So, what I want to do as a scientist is to find a link between calorie restriction and neuronal protection. And that will be the target. And if we target that, we can avoid fasting. Spoiler alert, we found that link. His name is Grelin, he's a Norman, and we're working on that. Maybe in 20 or 50 years, my project will lay the foundation for a new project where there will be more Barneys and less Fred. Thank you.